Okay, and now I think I'm live on YouTube as well. Man, this is hard to figure out, but I will get it going. I mean, like I said before, my mom told me, if I can do this, you can do this. So let's see if I can do this. All right, I see J. Marie. Hey, honey. And Woo-Poo and Jinx. Oh, Sammy, Widow. Gosh, all you guys. All you guys. That's amazing. Becca. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate the condolences. Okay, I must be doing this right then. Yay me. I did it. My mom is patting me on the back right now. All right, here, I think I do it like this. Alta, hello. All right, there we go. If anybody, I'm gonna try and pin that, right? Is that what I do? I don't know how to do that. I can put myself in a timeout, apparently. But I don't know how to pin it. Okay, if somebody can figure out how to pin that for me, that'd be great. And anybody and everybody is welcome to come up here. Okay, so Becca Love, if you can use headphones, it says that it will cause an echo or something. I don't know. But I was crying a lot of today, and I understand that unfortunately when I had to break the news, I literally had gotten it trying to go live and just have good memories of my mom. And I just wanted to clarify. It was hard to understand me. And even if it wasn't hard to understand me, I did promise my mom that I would make a clearer video. So instead of just having this be me coming up here by myself and telling you guys things or whatever, I want to know what your questions are and your concerns were. I want you all to know that she was in pain. And I want to get to know you guys better. Some of you I know very well, and some of you I'm getting to know very well. So if you want to come up, feel free. Somebody pin that for me. I'm going to get Becca up here. Oops, she went. Oh, there she is. Okay. But I just want to remember her together. And I think that that's really going to help me right now because I spent a lot of the day crying, even though I don't look like it.
Is that better?
Yes. Hello, you.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm numb today, I think. I think I'm numb.
I think that was me most of yesterday. Hi, love.
Allie.
Hey, guys. Allie. No, Becca, I think that was me most of the day yesterday. I was still awake, my day on the 17th never really ended yet. And then it was the 18th, and it was right after it was, the start of the 18th. And so I had slept for maybe an hour and a half, and I had so much to do for my daughter's birthday still. And then
how did that go?
Good. My daughter actually, God bless her heart, my daughter actually cried after I told her, not so much for the loss of her Nana, not that she doesn't feel it, but she was the one who got like a really proper goodbye.
Yeah.
But she actually bawled her eyes out because she's like, Mom, you are so strong. You gave me the best birthday and you're dealing with all of this. Like, and she literally threw herself from the back seat, arms over me to give me a hug. And I cannot tell you, like, I was so proud of her in that moment.
That's awesome.
Well, I know I'm proud of you too. I know your mom was looking down, being like, "That's exactly what I need Georgia to do."
Thank you.
Yes.
No, seriously, I can't emphasize this enough. She would brag so much about you and Christina and how proud she was, and how you're raising your daughter. She just adored
Well, I mean, I learned it from her, you know? Like,
yeah.
the one thing that I can say without a shadow of a doubt is my mom very much raised us to be accepting, to stand up for the underdog, to speak our truth, and be whatever the fuck we wanted to be. And that's exactly what we went and did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I cuss just as much as my mom. Allie already knows. Allie has seen so many sides of me and my kids. Allie, you know, you've seen them since they were little babies even.
Yeah, 2, I think was the youngest, was about 2 at least, or maybe younger.
No, yep, it was about Ellie was about 1 when mom started, and she was just so shy still. And then when we would have all those like me and you and Denise and Aylin and
oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, like she was like 2 around then.
Yeah, it was later on when the video that you sent me today, I was watching that and she was 2 there. So that was definitely before we knew you guys before then.
And I was trolling you guys way back when.
Loved it. I loved it.
Oh man. That's honestly what made me want to do this today. Because just like all of you, her whole YouTube family have been just the outpour of love and support and condolences, and everything is just immeasurably helpful and welcomed and appreciated. And it's truly one of the only things that's keeping me strong. And once I was watching that video, I think I got halfway through it and I was like, you know, this is why she told me to do this. And yeah, Allie, you are just a little bit laggy. Like you're saying it, I can hear you.
She's laggy, but she's not lagging us out. Is what she.
Oh yeah.
What you can try to do, Allie, is turn off your camera and just be on voice.
Sorry, yeah, I have my phone that'll go off, and then I have her phone that'll go off. And
no, it's fine. My phone constantly is bing, bing, bing.
Okay. I didn't know whose it was because I was like, I look every time at both of them, like, which one is it? But yeah, thank you both of you for coming. I mean, all of you in the chat too. Even I understand if you can't get on, and you know, it makes sense. It's hard. I honestly don't know how I'm doing it. I spent most of yesterday pretty damn numb, and then I was really, really angry last night before I went to sleep. Not at her, just in general.
Right.
And then the craziest thing is yesterday my sister had called me after I told my kids, and she said, Georgia, do you know about this? Did you do this? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I was just literally walking out of the movie theater with the kids, and she's like, I found a letter.
Sorry, it's my dad.
And I was like, a letter? What do you mean? And she said, it's a letter, and it's addressed to me and you, and I haven't opened it yet. And I like froze, and I was like, okay, I'm on my way. She's like, all right, good. And I got there and she showed me, and I just kind of like stared at it. Like I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know what to think. And I think in that moment, me and my sister really like felt her loss. I mean, we felt it when she left, and we were just kind of in shock, but I think that really put it in perspective for both of us. And we read it together, and she left one just for Christina and one just for me, and she actually left one for both of my girls.
Glad she got to do that.
Well,
Yeah.
the crazy thing about it is I know all of you as much as me and my sister and my grandmother, my uncle, my family. We all were just like, it just happened so fast. I
Yeah.
mean, she was diagnosed. I took her in. She was diagnosed on the 8th, and then bam, now she's gone. And when we read these letters, the first thing that I noticed was at the end when she dated it. She dated it and wrote those letters in 2020.
Mm.
So I think my mom, in her own way, really knew. And
Yeah.
We were just talking about that last night, Becca.
Me and Allie were talking about that. We were talking about the last few years going to Raleigh with her and
noticing how she went from standing up to sitting down.
right. You know, and I at the time she would tell me it's fibromyalgia, and I'd ask her, you know, I'm a doctor person. I go to the doctor if I get a hangnail, you know. So
she go for shit.
she
Let me tell
hated it.
you,
Yeah.
to wrestle her.
There were many conversations where I'm like, Linda, you need to go to the doctor, and here's the reasons why.
Get her good. I'm glad somebody other than me did it, because I'm the same way.
Yeah, no, she's very stubborn like that. But like there were times when we were out there and she would say it's fibromyalgia, and I said, have you been to the doctor to get that confirmed? And she said, no, I hate the doctor. And now looking back at it, I'm wondering if that was, you know, the cancer, and you know, but me and Allie were saying last night, would it have changed anything in what she was doing, or
Right.
You know, I don't think it would have.
I don't think so either, because I think even back then she used to tell me like, I just, you know, she just wants to enjoy her life, and you know, however she goes.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, up until, I mean, I don't know how many of you watch Matthew's channel, Matthew's Silly AF. But when she was on there, I had, you know, updated everybody on behalf of her on his channel about what had just gone on, and or we had just been informed and stuff. And she said multiple times in that live, she was like, you know, don't cry for me, don't pity me. I'm living my life by the quality of my life, not the quantity of my life. And that's really how she wanted it. I mean, when we did the hard talks of, you know, what if it goes this way? What if it goes this way? And when I sat with her and we talked to the oncologist and stuff, she didn't really give a rat's ass what he was saying. She knew what she wanted to do.
Yeah, she told me when they first suspected it to be breast cancer what her plans were. And I guess I'm still shocked that it would happen so fast. I was really hoping she would get to her bucket list.
Yeah. And that's you know, that's the hardest thing for me too, is like, she asked me if she couldn't get to Florida one last time and touch the ocean, that I would, you know, me and my family, especially my sister at least, would go down to Florida and spread her ashes on her favorite beach. And I mean, that breaks my heart, you know, like my mom was so full of life and she did so many crazy things, like even before I was born. I mean, this woman was a dancer. She was my dad, who was like involved in the mafia or the mob on the East Coast, which I guess I'm not supposed to talk about that, but she already said it herself on YouTube.
She already did.
Yeah, she already told us all.
Right. I mean, this woman like picked up and was a hitchhiker. Like she went and did so much. I mean, there's so much.
She lived life.
Yeah. And she was a risk taker. I mean, if that woman could have gone skydiving, I'm pretty sure she'd have done it, despite an intense fear of heights. But that's, you know, that's.
And owls.
Yeah.
As I was joking with Allie, I was saying I might get a tattoo, and it might be an owl tattoo.
I honestly, I don't know. And Widow, maybe you can tell me. She really did. She was a bad girl. And she loved that show too. She loved reality TV. Oh God, it was awful. She would watch like Real Housewives and Flavor Flav and
Yeah.
just bad TV. But Widow, maybe you can tell me, or even Becca or Allie, if you know, who drew that tiger with the tiger lilies on it?
Nah, I'm not sure.
Oh, Dutch, thank you so much. I see you there. I'm sorry. I haven't really looked at the chat. I'm as bad as my mom when it comes to that. If she's on a panel, she won't she'll just be like, I love your chat. And then when she's in chat, she is in chat and not to the panel. Lise, okay. Awesome. I want that tattooed on me for my mom's tattoo. I mean, my mom had me draw up a tattoo with her that I talked about with her because she was a Gemini. So we were going to get the Gemini with the vines, and then on the vines was going to be my sister's Leo sign, and on the other one was going to be my Virgo. And she wanted that to have that with us, or to have that all together, the three of us. Unfortunately, we didn't get to do that. But when I saw that Lise drew, I honestly, I just cried so fucking hard. I was like, this is beautiful. This is gorgeous. That is exactly, I mean, from the time I was a kid, I remember my mom loving tigers, and every time she saw a tiger lily, she picked one. You have no idea how appropriate that picture and how beautiful that is.
Yeah.
Matthew, if you want to jump up, you can.
I'm Shell.
Oh, good. Yeah, please do. I would love to have that. I would absolutely love to have that picture. I'm just trying to catch up.
Hey, Jinx.
Jinx should come up too if Jinx.
Yeah, I was going to say, Jinxie, you should get up here too. If you can. I mean, no pressure to anybody. Like I said, I just want to remember my mom. I miss her so much.
Jinx has a story that she could tell us. I told Allie slightly it last night, Jinx, but if you want to come up and tell your story.
Oh, she asked her to draw it. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. She did fucking beautifully, man. Oh, I'm sorry, Sammy.
Yes, you do, Jinx. Sammy can come up too if Sammy wants. Sammy was another good friend of ours in our little group.
Oh, she said earlier that she's not ready to jump on yet. And that's perfect.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, that's perfectly okay. I just want to trade back and forth with whoever wants to trade back and forth. And I'm kind of like hugging on to Allie so hard. Yeah. I've personally known Allie and through my mom for 5 years?
5 years or so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, Allie, yeah, we've had a lot of personal conversation together too. So fuck, man, I'm so glad you're here.
Of course. I'm glad you're helping me build too. Just talking with you is keeping me strong.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that she was very, very don't be sad and all of that. And I feel like if she wouldn't have made it, girl, I'm gonna be so upset if you are sad and if you let this, really hurt you too much,
Yeah.
I feel like I would be letting her down if I didn't, try really hard to be okay. And it's actually comforting to know that she insisted. So it's not as hard as I expected it to be. And I'm so thankful for her just talking with me that last conversation was so good.
Absolutely. Full-heartedly agree. She would not have wanted it another way, especially between us.
Yeah.
I did see in the chat, Nikita was in there. She had a funny question. She said, go ahead. You can ask anything. Anybody can ask anything. I am just as much as upfront as my mom. Um, but I also want to say, Nikita, too, when I was rewatching one of Matthew's recent lives, I did see that your sister, I believe, passed away. And obviously I'm going through the same thing in my own right, and I'm so sorry. I begged her to fix it. She laughed. No, nope, she didn't ever fix it, but we did. Because I have OCD, and that's one of my mom's pictures actually right there. She painted this one for me.
Oh wow. Yeah. She
Oh.
loved that pour art.
Yeah, this was one of the, in Dutch, you guys connected on these. But it's actually on the back. She wrote me, she said, to my Georgia Lynn, I love you, baby girl. Thank you for liking Mom's crazy art fun. Because she made this after I tried to make her an Etsy store to get her to sell these.
Yeah.
But she just wanted to hand them out like candy.
I know. I have a few of them on my wall actually right now.
Jinx, I'm sorry, I got you. There you go.
Jinx, there you are.
Hey.
Hey, Jinx.
Hey, Georgia. Love you.
I love you. How have you been? I mean, considering.
I've actually had a really hard time with this too, so.
Oh, Jinxie.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
I don't know if I can do this again.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I loved your mom. She was like my best friend here, so.
Yeah.
We had plans. We were still making plans to do cam rebuttals and stuff, and I talked to her on the phone a couple of times because I hadn't heard from her, and she was just like, I'm really tired and I'm sleeping a lot, and she couldn't sit up, and she's like, but my girls are coming over later and I'm hoping to get on Discord and watch that rest of that cam show, and then it just happened so fast.
Yeah, it just honestly, like, I think a lot of us are still reeling at how fast it happened, because between answering you guys and just kind of like taking moments for myself and taking care of her, and
she was so thankful for you girls taking care of her too. She's like, my girls are just, they brought me a bra and this. And
I did. I brought her. Well, I tried to get her fucking knockers in place, and her over-the-shoulder boulder holder was like a size E. Okay,
her
there was
shelf.
no getting it anywhere.
Yeah.
But I did. I got her a bunch of comfy clothes, and I tried to, I bought her a blanket when she was in the hospital, and I actually gave that to my oldest daughter because she called her pumpkin butt,
Mm-hmm.
and the blanket that I got her had a bunch of pumpkins on it, so I grabbed that. I gave that to her. And
Which one's your older daughter?
My older daughter, Layla. Yep.
Is she the one that does all the crafts with Linda?
Yeah. She used to jump on or be on the lives, from age, I believe 4. Yeah, age 4 and up. My mom has little moments with Layla in there, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen her.
The video I made, I think that was at the end of it.
Yes.
That was Layla.
Yeah.
Yep, that was
Yeah.
Depending on if she's being good or being bad, it's either Layla full of grace or Layla by the grace of God.
Yeah.
So, but that's my mom's pumpkin butt, and I'm very blessed that she was a fantastic nana. But
Yeah.
I mean, my girls, they're at ages where they don't quite understand, but they do.
Right. Yeah.
And Layla's dad, he had testicular cancer, and he was diagnosed when she was 3. And he has been in remission for a number of years now. So, it's not the first time that cancer has touched Layla's life. And unfortunately, this time it just didn't have the same effect.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's different, but it's just fucking crazy, man. Like, of all the people that I thought could beat cancer, I really thought my mom was one of those people.
Yes.
We all felt that way.
Because she was a tough broad.
Yeah.
Man, so spicy. That woman is so spicy. Whoa, I don't know what that
That's
was.
me again. Sorry.
It scared the shit out of me.
Remember when we did our last hangouts, Allie, with Linda? The last time hangouts was going to be a thing, and we all got on and we sat on and talked for like 4 hours with you, me, Denise, and Linda. We were all eating ramen noodles. We all took a break for ramen noodles.
You know, it's so
Well, maybe me and
crazy.
Linda did. Maybe you didn't, but me and Linda definitely did.
It's so funny that you say that because I really was just gonna make a cup of ramen.
See? They're the best thing to have in a
My
crowd.
mom loved
unalive.
ramen.
They cook quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
She was not a patient woman by any means.
She's the one who made sausage, gravy, and biscuits for me for the first time when we went to Rally Alley.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
You
And
never.
she promised to make Allie a breakfast if she brought me up there. And
Yeah.
Allie came up there, came out and got me and brought me up there. And we had biscuits and gravy and it was the very first time I ever had biscuits and gravy. And I was like, I got to make these now all the time. And I do.
She made them for us the first time we all had the rally house too. Her and Wanda. It was
Yeah.
great. I need to take this dog out. I'll be right back.
No, you're good. How we the puppies?
Hey, Nancy.
She made some other noodle thing, but I
Hey,
can't
Jake.
remember what she called it. It's good too.
She made a stroganoff.
I don't think it was stroganoff. It was
I
just
don't
like
think
some
it was
noodles
stroganoff.
and some peas and a couple of different things. It was a quick little fix.
Sit on a shingle.
Probably called it that.
I think it was that.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's what I call it here. Yeah, shit on a shingle. It's fucking
I had to come
hamburger
back.
and noodles and peas.
Yeah. I think
That
that
sounds
was
about
it.
right.
They have to be egg noodles though. My
It
mom.
was. It was
They were-
so
Yep.
good.
They were
Well,
so
when we went to Raleigh, the first thing we did is your mom's like, we need to go to the grocery store because I need to get this and this and this. And yeah, because she was proud of the biscuits and gravy. You know, she had to have it.
Yeah. And I seen in the chat a few different times. I do remember some of you from years back when Eric Hosey was still with us and Denise was still with us, and now knowing they're all together, that gives me comfort too. And they're all right here with us right now, telling us these crazy stories.
That's what me and Allie last night were saying, is that they're up there having fun and laughing, and we're the ones down here being sad.
We're allowed to be sad.
Yeah.
We're allowed to be angry. We're allowed to not understand. It's not fair. And life does go on, and it feels kind of like you're standing. I mean, me and my sister were just saying this yesterday. I mean, especially me, taking over her accounts and talking to all of you and trying to keep you all updated and remember her. And my sister said it's a lot like standing still in a mall and everybody's just rushing past you.
Around you. Yeah.
And for me, I was like, Christina, the worst part of it is that she has friends in the UK. She has friends in Australia. She has friends in Scotland and here all over the US. And so it's not just a mall to me. It's the whole world spinning. And I feel like I'm standing still and like I have no direction because I'm an orphan now. Like, being 35, you would think that, you're a grown adult, you got your own kids, you have your own family and a life. But man, having to figure out how to live in a world without both your parents really sucks, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really fucking sucks.
Well, we always need our mom and our dad, no matter how old we are.
That was me this time. Sorry. That was actually me. That wasn't my mom. That was me. You know,
Yeah,
that his phone goes off more than mine does.
oh my gosh, I didn't realize how many communities she really was in until just yesterday, and yeah, how many people she touched in her, online. It's kind of, in a way, kind of cool right now, is because she's kind of bringing all of us together.
Oh, she absolutely is.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people in chat that I recognize from other communities and my community, and we're all here for just one reason, and I think that's kind of beautiful.
And
I want one, Sammy.
ooh, nom. That sounds good. By the way,
Yeah.
Widow is now calling me tomato. Her and my mom agreed. They voted, and it was 2-0. And I didn't have a say in it, because if I would have voted, it would have been 2-1. But I'm little tomato now. So.
Hey, Robbie.
Oh my gosh, is that Robbie? Hey, you.
Yeah, Robbie, if you want to come up here, you can.
My mother adored you.
Yeah,
She laughed so, like, me and my grandma would be in the living room, and we would hear her crack up out of nowhere. And then I'd, like, walk in the room, kind of peek and be like, who are you talking to right now? And she's like, oh my gosh, Robbie is live right now, and he's saying the craziest shit. And I'd sit down with her, and we'd fucking just laugh at you. You are just.
That's how she introduced me, and she'd be like, you need to see. That he was one of the first people on YouTube besides her. I never really got into YouTube until I met your mom. And so he was one of the first people that I started watching on YouTube. Even if I don't think I was commenting a lot. I was lurking, but
I did that a lot too. Like when it came to her videos and stuff, I'd be like, oh my God, Mom, like, get out of here. All your stuff. And I'm not very big into like true crime and stuff. I know a lot about like homicide maniacs and stuff.
yeah.
But I don't know a lot about like true crime, or honestly, I don't really know a lot about Brendan Dassey and his case. Yeah. But it was something that my mom was really passionate about. And so I was like, oh, your videos. I use YouTube for like Critical Role, and I watch that and a bunch of music videos while I do stuff where I'm driving. I don't really have a presence, or I'm not really active on there. I have a video with my sister, but there was yeah, Matthew, get up here.
Hi.
Hey guys.
And Allie, if it honestly wasn't for Allie, my mom would have never had the balls to get on YouTube. And you all saw in that tribute video that she's like, I'm doing it. I'm making YouTube. And at first I was like, there's no way she's going to do this. And she did. And now, I mean, she has all of you. I mean, she grew. She just hit it off. And
Georgia, I gotta interrupt. Come on. It took me so long to get up here.
I'm so happy to see you.
To say this before I start crying again.
Not having a filter on. This is crazy.
I know. This is just for mom. You know?
Yeah, good.
So your mom was super fun. She was amazing. I've been catching myself going back to just random old lives of mine. She's in every damn one of them.
All over
talking shit sometimes. I recorded one of my own lives of her explaining why we timed Glass House out the other day when we had that little joke. I don't even know if you know anything about that.
No, I seen that on the replay.
But yeah, it even explains. So, I will be showing that to you, Glass House. So she didn't want to talk to me. So I think she's mad at me. Well, okay, I'll explain why in a video. But anyway, your mom was so awesome. Sorry it took me so long to get up here. I heard you call me out. I fell out of the bushes before when when you asked who made the painting. And I was like, shit. Yeah. Fuck, I was supposed to be quiet. Because I was a little torn still. Yeah, she was so much fun, and she was just like I want to say uncontrollable, but not. Oh no! You want to control her, you know.
No, you're right. Uncontrollable. You couldn't.
No matter what, and she lied her ass off about she was gonna try and filter herself. That was a total
That was scary.
nothing but some bullshit. I got that recorded. Like, okay, that's a lie.
We did find that filter, like the
Yeah.
actual coffee filter.
Yeah, that's
She was
That's
so proud.
that's the whole inside joke that me and Linda and we have is the Linda get in the car because that was her.
yeah.
That was our way of saying Linda, you need to.
I meant as in like her mouth.
No, yeah,
No, she is too. Becca's talking about her mouth too. Becca's
I was talking about her mouth. Yeah,
But
it's
those, I thought you were talking about those coffee filters that she.
No. Like she does have the filter,
you
that
don't-
coffee filter, but the filter on her mouth was definitely broken.
Yeah,
no, we were at rally and somebody was doing something and she was like, "You're so fucking useless. I can't believe this." Like,
let's be honest now. It wasn't just any random rally person either.
right,
It was
right.
supposedly she was the
Hey,
person
ladies on the
who
panel.
set
I'm
it up.
sorry.
Hi.
Hi, Matthew.
Sorry
Nice
about
to
that.
meet you.
Hi, Matt.
But
But
she was taking it out because that was the person who was supposed to be in charge of everything, and she was useless.
And Linda
was.
was very candid, and she was just like, "You're so fucking useless. I'll pick this up since you're not gonna do it," and blah blah blah. And that's when I was like,
you guys know, you guys are not gonna let me cry with no filter on. I'm getting this out and I'm leaving. Come on, Jesus, come on, you guys not gonna do this to me. I'm not. No.
And then that's what I
just stopped. Come on.
And then you're back and go, Linda, get in the car.
Let me say
in the
this.
car.
To Becca and Allie, I saw a lot of the old videos where you guys appeared in it. That was really cool. You guys appeared in quite a few of those, and so that was just cool to see that. That's all. And I was on the panel with you too the other. When was it? I don't even know. Was it a day ago? 2 days ago? I don't even. It's just all kind of. In Georgia, I'm sure you haven't slept, so I'm sure this is all one whole.
Yep, very
one whole day, but it's really cool to see all you guys on the panel with her through when did I see that? It was like the past year or so, right? I think, or longer than that. I don't even know.
Longer than that.
She's
been on panels since 2017.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. So there's people that date all the way back to there in the chat right now.
All right. Well, I can't finish. I'll come back as a character or something. Hold on. I can't. I'm not gonna cry. I can't.
Hey, listen. You all saw me at my most vulnerable moment. Okay.
Well, that don't count.
Just yesterday.
Was that yesterday?
That was yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
Yesterday was the official day. Yeah.
None of us have really been sleeping. I don't think so. It's
Nah.
I know I haven't been sleeping.
No.
The story Becca wants me to tell you is the night she passed. I was falling asleep around the same time, about 12:30, and as I was falling asleep, I heard a woman's voice, and it like jerked me out of sleep. And then I just, I ignored it, went back to sleep. And then the next morning, I found out that she had passed at that same time, and I was just like, right now, I got goosebumps. I feel like that was her saying goodbye.
It was. She loved you so much, Jinx.
Like I was saying,
you were her Jinxie.
You were her Jinxie. Like she spoke so highly of you, honey. She loved you so much.
I love her so much.
You were like a sister to her.
She was my sister from another mister.
Yep.
That's what we used to say.
And she adored you so much. You came up actively in conversations at least every other day. And we
played off each other well, I think.
Yeah, you guys ain't getting me.
Oh, there he goes.
Me. I'm crying right now. You don't even know.
I want that cartoon thing. Then I'd show my face a little more.
That's why I want to show people how to do this. I was supposed to show Linda this at some point.
She loved that.
Well, you'll have to show me sometime.
Show me too. That's cool.
I've watched so much video of your mom in the stands talking shit. It's just hilarious. It's just I actually accidentally found the live I had where she announced that she was going to step back for a little bit because of health. And I was like, fuck, why did I?
Yeah.
Why did I find this?
She,
I guess I was supposed to.
when shortly after that live of yours, actually, that I had, you know, updated everybody like her whole condition. She was so tired, and it was the pain meds, you know, because she just didn't want to be in pain. But she was like, Georgia, am I gonna stop being this tired? And I was like, well, you know, we can try it this way or we can try it this way. And we did. We tried every combination of things. And I was like, you know, do you want me to just open up a random live and, you know, I'll type for you? And we tried to do that. And then the next minute she was just asleep. And I was like, okay, it's okay. You need to rest. And if I would have known it would have been that fast, I would have woke her up.
Did you check on her often? Like, you know, as in
I was with her every day.
No. As in you had to put your hand on her to make sure she was still there, or was she deep sleep breathing, or what? Like...
So she was just like sleeping.
Yeah.
She's alive.
Man, I was trying to be all.
No, she was just like sleeping.
I was trying to be graceful about it.
Oh, no.
I'm sure that was a comforting sound, though, in a way, right?
You know, being that she could make that fucking voice that sounds deeper than mine. Yeah,
Oh,
she's probably a
daddy
snorer. She's probably,
Yeah, she's a snorer.
We say that's her mama and her daddy voice, and we've been saying that since we were little.
I even have the first time the first time I ever talked to her on a panel, she did it within the first 5 seconds. What the fuck?
I need to. She did that on. She did that on Brendan Talks too. I need to find it because she did that and it cracked everybody up.
And she even said, "Well, my throat hurts, and I could even go deeper than this." And it's like, well, no,
she really could. I mean, she sounded at times. Oh man, I can't even think of his voice. The guy who voices Mufasa.
Yeah.
Him.
Earl Grey Jones.
James
Earl Jones. Yeah.
James Earl Jones.
And Earl.
She did that on my live, and of course you can see me and you see my face. Well, shit, now I'm frozen, but you saw my face just go, huh? Like
exactly. You were so
I was so shocked, and I just saw that last night too, where she's like,
Allie looked like she went to another dimension. She was like,
it's something.
hell, I never expected. It was so funny.
I do want to say, because Jamie had commented, she was free of pain. She definitely was not in any pain. To circle around, at that time when I was asking her those types of questions, she was in like that snore sleep. She was comfortable. It was after hospice after she came home from hospice, they brought her home at like 11:40 in the morning, and I took her hands and I walked her into the house, and she walked in with my support by her own 2 feet, and I walked her back to her bed, and then I walked her to the bathroom, and I walked her back to her bed, and she was still responsive for like the next 18, 20-ish hours. And then it was just sleep, just a really peaceful looking sleep. And then I don't know if anybody has seen the ending transition of life. And this is the harder part to hear as it is to say, but
it's something I never want to see. I saw my grandma and I was like, that's not even her. Like, what is going on?
Yeah, you basically, it's hard to explain. It's like you're a shell of a person.
I mean, some people have heard, like, they say they talk in tongues almost, and that's almost what I saw my grandma doing. It was weird.
Yeah, they have like a psychosis that they go through.
Yeah.
But it's really what it is, and
is the hospital got them on some crazy shit, or like what?
No, actually, they give you stuff so that you're not crazy. But having a medically trained background, what happens at the ending stages of life is your brain slowly starts to shut down different systems. And they say that the last thing to go is hearing, but you relive your life. Your brain goes through lapse in time. It goes through memories. It goes through traumas, unfortunately. And if those traumas were bad enough, that's kind of what you see when they speak in tongues or they try to jump up out of bed and they have a sudden burst of energy, those types of things. My mom did not do those. My mom, she was asleep a lot of the time. And then I really could tell kind of when she left and her body was just there. And that was the hardest part for my sister, myself, my grandma. We were there around the clock every day for the 4 days that she was home. And that ending part, it was the most painful of all of it. I lost my father when I was 19 years old, and he was in hospice, which is a very different setting than in-home hospice. And in-home hospice was very much up to us and not staff to take care of her and make sure that she was getting her medicine on time and that we were keeping up with her symptoms and paying attention to her breathing. But I will say in those final moments, it was just a big breath in, and that was it.
Yeah.
And she wasn't in pain, and she went with my sister at her side, literally laying in the bed with her from what my sister said. And I unfortunately wasn't there, but I did get there. And
didn't you say something like you weren't supposed to be around for that, or didn't you make some comment sometime like?
Yeah,
I
I did.
swore you did. Like you weren't, almost like you knew you weren't going to be around for it.
And I think because I was there every day. I mean, when she first got diagnosed, I went there every single day. I made sure she was eating. Her pills were set out for her, that her pain was managed. If she needed to go to the hospital, I updated her doctors, everything. And then
I thought something was going to happen when you were at the movie theater, actually, is what I thought in my head.
That's what I thought too. I thought I had that long. And then when I was on that live with you guys, I was just like, something's going on, because something told me to wear the pajama pants that I have that are just like hers that I got for her. And I was like, just put those pants on.
And you
Wear
did.
those. And I did. And I mentioned it to you guys. And it was shortly after that she went. And that's, that Jinx, that's why I think that was her. In that, story that you told when you kind of woke up out of sleep, I think we all really kind of knew in our own ways.
Yeah.
I do. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I wanted to mention something while I was when I talked to Brendan this morning. I don't know if you guys can see my avatar, but it was a T-shirt that I made with a picture I made from Linda.
The We Can Do It one.
Yeah, with the free Brendan Dassey. Well, when I was talking to Linda, or not Linda, when I was talking to Brendan this morning, I asked him if he was okay with me reselling this T-shirt and then giving you guys the money for a funeral, and he said that was fine.
Oh,
and he would be really happy to do that for you guys. So
I tell him thank you from my family to his.
Yeah.
And let me get a link when you do it so I can buy one.
I was going to say me too, because honestly, when my mom first showed me that shirt, and I'm sure my sister.
I'm going to post.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm getting a phone
I'm going to post it in the chat here. If you guys, it's a T-shirt that I surprised Linda with it like a little bit ago, and she loved it.
That page isn't found.
It's not found?
No.
Hold on. Let me try this again. But I sent her the T-shirt, I think, or a mug or something. Try this one. Probably not.
Ooh, wait a minute.
Did it work, Jinx?
Wait a minute, I haven't gotten there yet.
So Georgia,
Sorry,
No,
I
I
had
didn't.
a call. It was
I-
my father.
I actually have, and I found it today. I was talking about earlier. The first time she ever came up on my panel and talked, it was, oh my God, she went the fuck off on this lady.
Yeah.
The lady we timed out the other day. She
Okay,
went up.
okay.
Oh my God. And you know what? Now that I think about it, how dare that lady even wonder why? Like, she was really offended that we timed her out. Glasshouse, please, next time I go live, come in my chat so I can time you the fuck out again. You will continue to be timed out.
I cracked
What
up
the
at her when she was in that live and she was like, who the fuck is that on that rap person? I died. I was like, are you? And she's like, I have a wrench. And I was like, you have a wrench.
Not for
And
me.
when I came in the other night, you know, like I said, like all of talking to all of you at all of these various moments lately, it's her. It's her. And she puts me in these moments and I'm like, holy shit, why is it? It's serendipitous. It's weird.
Yeah.
But
I'm
yeah,
sure-
she definitely called people out all the time.
I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure it's happening now that a lot of us, you know, try to relive moments we had with her, with you. You know, I don't know if that's happening now, but it's
No,
probably
it
gonna
is.
happen. Isn't it?
No, this is exactly what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted for her.
Yeah.
And I mean, I plan to do this pretty often in the next coming weeks. I still haven't decided if I'm going to be able to like fully take over her page, or if I'm going to leave it like a legacy page and just, you know, log in every now and again so it doesn't get shut down.
Or
Is there a third option?
or you could gain some Linda's spirit and go live and just talk shit every day, just for no reason.
I mean, that's basically what I
And
do.
then if anybody dares come back at you, they will be attacked by like 100 of us. So
Yeah.
We got your back.
You have like
No, I see. My mom was a force, okay, but
absolutely.
Allie and Jinx can testify that I am fucking crazy, okay. Like I'm not saying. I mean, my mom and I were neck and neck, and you get us together, we were fucking hilarious, man. Like I was saying earlier, I was rewatching one of Denise's lives. And it was way back when my kids were young, and even Denise was like, "Man, you get these two together, and they're crazy." My mom had left; she was at my apartment. She left outside, and you could see like my porch door, so you knew she wasn't in the room. But I'm off camera, moving the fucking screen, and they're like, "What's going on? What's happening?" And
on the phone.
they're like, "Who's there?" And I was like. Like I popped a toothbrush up or something and I looked around. Fucking hilarious. I mean, and I was what was the Jesus joke, Allie? I have to know. What was I talking about?
Oh, I don't remember. You just popped off like Jesus jokes.
I don't know why. I'm not a religious person. And no offense to anybody who is. I'm really not. I'm spiritual. My mom was more of the religious one. She believed in God. She believed in heaven. That's where she is now. By the way, Matthew, thank you and fuck you at the same time.
I know exactly what you're saying because you know how hard that was for me to even do.
I bet. But you know what? I can't even
God.
tell you how healing that was, as much as it still hurts.
Yeah.
So that's like
I even put you know, you're talking about the end of part 1, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I even wrote in the chat like, sad face, wait for it.
Like, you did, and I was like, oh no, and then it happened.
I'm in heaven,
and I was like,
and I couldn't.
And I bawled, and I'm gonna be completely real with you because my mom would want me to. I was taking a shit in that moment, and I just was bawling. I just started crying.
Yeah, if that wasn't in Checking's honor right there, oh my
No, it
god.
was not the shit.
I know.
It wasn't. But I didn't want to get off the live, so you take your phone to the bathroom.
It just so
you don't act
happens
like I'm the only
farting
one
and
who does
shitting
it.
is the funniest shit ever to me. So
Yeah,
I'm only gonna laugh at that.
I just bawled my eyes out, and I come out of the bathroom and I'm crying.
Dehydrated as
youngest
fuck,
looks
I'm sure. First I got a Gatorade, and then I turned on YouTube. Sorry.
No,
Let me
you're
mute up.
Yeah, she's like, no, you're not.
I
Didn't even wipe or anything. It was just like, let me get to this. I gotta see what
your hands
what
were
the
full
fuck are
with
they
the
saying? I have to
control or
get there.
whatever.
These shit talkers, man.
No pun intended.
All puns intended. Oh man. But I come out of the bathroom and I'm crying, and even the best part about it is my youngest looks at me and goes, "Did it hurt, Mom?"
Did it hurt?
Oh, hey, do you see I love Alta? You see what she wrote in there? At least you muted.
You muted.
That's a problem people have.
I wasn't on panel. I would never shit on panel.
Well, people forget, or they're just really comfy, and somebody did that recently, and it was like,
Can you hear a plop?
oh no, it was nothing but spraying. It was like,
Oh no.
Oh, it's bad.
it was like somebody opened up a fire hydrant. It was just like,
Well, now you know.
But
why
then-
you call them
but then
on-
turn it
why
off.
We're on the mic.
but then
because
turn
they
it back
have the
on,
one.
and then turn it off real quick,
Literally.
and turn it back on. It was gross. It was it was bad. It was
Oh
bad.
man.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go throw up right now.
Sorry. There's the shit right there. Hey, Carrie.
Carrie, the number 2.
Chris, which comments are you talking about? She keeps telling Matthew to read her comments. I'm sorry if I'm missing them. I'm obviously
I'll
just.
look for it real quick.
And Jamie, she did have a ringtone charger in her naughty bag, and I may open that for everybody. Because she did not want my sister to see it, and my sister's girlfriend is like, she was helping us a lot. She was like, she's basically my sister-in-law, and she's a daughter to my mom, and
Yeah.
she kind of helped us clean out Mom's room, in order to get it ready for her. And she's like, there's a whole wicker basket in there. Don't open it if you don't want to see your mom in a different way. And I reminded her, I was like, I lived with her in Florida. I know everything and seen it set up. Okay. There's nothing in that bag that's going to scare me. But I was saying that, I was going to open her little boudoir bag. I might do that. I might have to do that.
Oh, really quick. Chris was saying, sleep in heavenly peace. Checking. I miss you, beautiful lady. Georgia, I'm praying for you, love.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Truly. I mean, honestly, like I said, the outpouring of love and everything is what's keeping me going. And I cannot tell you how much strength it has given me. These laughs are so much to me right now, because I would be numb. I would just be numb. I wouldn't know what to do right now. As I'm sure many of you can relate with. I mean, not just the people here on panel, but everybody. And
I can't imagine doing, my mom passed, and I can't imagine being able to do what you're doing, Georgia. Because I would have been like, fuck all of y'all.
Oh man,
I'm so hurt. I have no time for
Yeah.
none of you motherfuckers. Fuck all of you.
when
I'm
I was
cry
19
now.
and my father passed away, I literally got down. I saw him, and I took the elevator down, and I walked out of the hospital, and I was in the middle of Manhattan, New York, and I screamed at the top of my lungs until I almost passed out.
You had to.
Nobody could talk to me. Nobody could touch me. Afterwards, for months, I stayed in my room. I just I couldn't fucking function. And honestly, I think I was meant to go through his loss so that I could handle this loss, because my sister right now cannot answer. She is, she's in shock, but this is also like, it's
Life
scary.
changes right now, whether you admit it or not, or accept it or not, but life changes. Somebody that powerful in your life, life changes.
Yeah, my sister was her best, well, not her best friend, but my mom was my sister's best friend. And I had this joke about how they were always attached at the umbilical cord. And it was in the last week that my sister she was like, you know, I don't think I ever gave her permission to detach that. And I was like, I don't think you ever did. But then again, you told her that you didn't give her your permission for really anything. But if it wasn't for all of you guys, and if it wasn't so deeply pressed upon me by my mom to do this, I don't think I could.
I'm honored that she mentioned me to you.
Are you kidding me?
Well, besides that one live where we were being really stupid. Besides that one.
Like I said, she would be cracking up in the room, and I would go in there and it'd be like Robbie or you, or she'd be doing a live with Becca on Brendan Talks. Me and Allie, we became fast friends when my mom first started streaming, and Jinx was there for that. And Alta's been around since way back when too, I believe. Widow.
I have so many audio clips of her telling Alta how much she loves her. Like, there's so many.
And I mean, me and Widow, we've talked every day since since I took over my mom's phone and stuff. Like when I really took the deep breath.
Why isn't Widow up here? Where you at, Widow?
I believe she had to put her. Oh no, she is in here. She's got her kiddos too, so I understand. Actually, I had to tell the shit story, of course, but that the phone call that I was my youngest's father, and I actually do have to go help him with her right now. So, as much as I don't want to, I do got to wrap this up. But before I do, I want to say thank you to Becca and Jinx and Matthew and Allie for being on the panel with me. Thank you, Sammy and Widow and Dutch and Jamie and everybody, Alta in the chat, Morris, everybody, for all of the donations that have come in, and that those that can't, it doesn't matter. My mom didn't care about monetary things. It wasn't what was on you. It was what was in you. And on behalf of my mom, know that each one of you are valued, you are valid, you are loved, you are appreciated. And if you don't think that you can do it, you can do it. You're not alone. And all she wants for everybody is to just be better. So hopefully I will be able to do this again very soon. This was very fun. I can't tell you how much it's touched my heart to read all of your comments. I will be watching a replay, not to hear myself talk, but to see all of your lovely comments that I can't do because, as my mom would say, I'm sorry, Chad, I haven't been paying attention. But thank you all. Thank you all so much. And I hope that each one of you has a blessed night.
Thank you, Georgia. And I hope you,
Georgia.
Yeah, we're here for you. And
I'm giving you all full hugs.
Don't come to me if you don't want to cry. Don't come to me because I'm gonna be crying. So.
And I do want to say too, I'm not sure where everybody is from or that kind of thing. I mean, I'm not going to dox anybody out like that specifically lives in Wisconsin.
I'm next door. He just does.
But
I was going to tell him myself anyway.
I will, of course, be letting everybody know when her celebration of life is. And I'm thinking, or I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to live stream that for everybody who can't be here. But if you are right next door, or you're a little bit down under, or a little bit above, and you want to make it, know that you are family to us. Our doors are always open, and her celebration of life is open to anybody who can make it. So if you can, that's great. If you can't, don't worry about it. You'll still be there. I'll still, like I said, I'm trying to figure out how to live stream it, and you are all welcome to watch and be a part and share stories. And hopefully I would really, really love to have beautiful tribute videos that have already gone up and drawings and things like that. I want to play them for my family so that they can all, you know, get a sense of who she was.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So if you
All right, well, I'm gonna start crying, so I gotta go.
I,
Bye,
It's
guys.
just
It's good to see you, Georgia.
all right, it was good to
Ladies.
see all of you.
I gotta
Thank you
go.
all so much.
sorry.
Have a good night, guys. Okay.
you
Bye.
Bye, Georgia. Bye, everybody.
Bye.